kiss your face. Wanna cut myself on the border of passion and grace. Wanna melt into your skin, into the sunset shade. The red's in a blaze like a murder so divine. I wanna call you mine. Wanna slip inside of the hallways that hide in your smile. Wanna kill the clocks that claim we're running out of time. I'd give you my spine if it meant love wouldn't die.
All right, so go ahead and introduce yourself. Please tell us your name, your age, and any identities you wish to share.
What do you mean by identity, before I say anything?
I go by Maddie. I am 17 years old. I'm a junior, and I identify as a lesbian. That's it. I'm Annalise. I'm 18, and I'm Hispanic, cisgender, is that what it is, and straight.
I'm Isabella, and I'm 16 years old.
I'm Molly. I'm 16.
My name is Elizabeth. I am 18. I am a woman, African American, straight, cisgender.
My name is Bella. I'm 15, and I'm straight.
I'm Alyssa. I'm 16.
So hello, I'm Marina. I'm 18. I identify as a cisgender female, and I'm straight.
My name is Kate. I'm 18 years old, a senior in high school. I identify as pansexual and non-binary, and I use they, them pronouns.
My name is Avalon. I am 16 years old, and I am straight for the most part.
My name is Laura. I am a sophomore. I am 16. I identify as a homosexual.
I'm Gabby. I am 14 years old, and I am female and straight.
Okay, hi, I'm Rachel. I'm 16. I'm a sophomore, and I'm straight.
My name is Grace. I'm 15 years old. Sorry.
So I'm Sammy. I'm 16 years old, and I'm straight.
What are your hobbies and interests?
I'm very into any kind of form of art. I do a lot of dancing, a lot of drawing, crafts, just kind of things, and poetry.
I enjoy playing volleyball. I also am a Girl Scout, and I got my Gold Award already, so Kate's following in my footsteps a little bit.
I'm on the cheer team, and I paddle, and I like surfing and stuff like that.
I like art. I draw.
I work on bikes a lot for both the bike shop at my school and the bike shop my family owns. I'm currently building a solar boat. We go up north to a river and we race them at the end of the year. I'm in GSA. I helped get gender-neutral bathrooms on my campus.
I play water polo. I like that. I like painting and art and history and movies and books.
I dance on the dance team.
I like singing.
I like to dance, and I'm also on color guard, so I do the flags and the rifles and the sabers.
I play piano and I sing, and I used to play water polo, but I still really love the sport, and I really enjoy film and photography and that kind of stuff.
Ice hockey, and I also like to draw.
I like watching movies and hang out with my family and friends.
I'm a ballet dancer, so just constantly dancing. I think of myself as creative, I guess, so I try and do like writing, drawing, whatever.
I write and I draw a lot. I'm in choir, which is probably my favorite class, besides anatomy, which I really like. And I don't know, I game a lot too, but that's about it.
I play volleyball and I like to draw.
Do you think of yourself as a confident person? Why or why not?
I know that everybody has their insecurities, and that's okay. It's okay to, I think of myself as a confident person because I see those insecurities and I try to make myself comfortable with them, and that makes me confident.
I think it's kind of a 50-50 deal.
I think that I'm confident about like certain aspects of my personality, but when it comes to like my appearance, not so much.
I think of myself as a confident person because I'm not too insecure about the way I look.
I would say I'm a pretty confident person, but every once in a while I definitely think, you know, if I could be somebody else, I would.
With opinions, yes, but not with like my body.
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty confident now. I definitely, I feel like I can do most things and not really have people judge me, or if they do, I don't really care what they have to say.
I've come out of my shell more, like I talk more in class and I make more jokes and kind of like, I'm more friendly with everyone, but in some aspects I wouldn't say that I'm very confident.
I feel like, yeah, especially compared to like how I used to be. I'm like pretty confident and like happy in my own skin.
I would say I'm pretty confident overall. Like everyone has insecurities, but I try to focus more on what I like about myself instead of what I don't like about myself. Like I just bought my prom dress a couple days ago, and I was like, dang, I look good. When I like saw myself in the mirror, which like you could say is conceited, but I just think that's kind of confident that like I'm happy with what I look like.
Yes, because I'm not afraid to speak up and express how I feel.
It depends on the day. Sometimes, some days I feel super duper confident and I feel like I can do whatever I want. And other days I'm a lot less confident and I want to keep to myself.
Sometimes, depending on how I feel or look that day.
No, just because I'm really hard on myself.
How do you feel about your body in general?
I've had a lot of struggles loving my body, but I've come to love it and I've come to embrace it.
I have trouble, like when I'm in a place where I'm like, man, I don't really like what I'm seeing. It's difficult because I'm like, my body hasn't done anything to me, so I should appreciate it, but it's hard sometimes.
I mean, there's some flaws that I don't like, but I'm starting to become more used to it.
I'm confident with my body.
I feel like I could be healthier, but it's not like a pressing issue. Like I don't like have to be healthier for me to be happy. So I mean, you know.
Good.
It's okay, but I would change things.
A few years ago, I would definitely say that I had a lot of body image issues.
I used to struggle a lot with body image, and I used to not like the way I looked, but then I started working out and all the positive like endorphins and stuff like that. I just feel like a lot better about myself.
I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said before, there's like some things like everyone wants to change, but overall, I like that I have like, some people say I have like a bigger butt, and like I find that as a compliment. And like, yeah, I have bigger thighs, but without my big thighs, I wouldn't have a big butt. So like, it goes hand in hand and kind of thing.
And, you know, some days I just hate having boobs because it's like they're heavy and they itch. So.
There are things that I like to change. I think that I'm like proportional, but I'd like to be fitter.
I feel very comfortable with my body now.
Good.
I'm not a fan.
If you could easily lose or gain weight, would you?
Yeah, I would probably lose weight. Yes, for sure.
Lose or gain?
Lose.
Yeah.
Would you lose or gain weight?
Lose weight.
Yeah.
Lose or gain?
I would lose weight if I could.
I used to really want to gain weight, but I'm fine with myself now.
Yes, I would lose weight, mainly because for the solar boat I mentioned earlier, you have to be under a certain amount of weight to be the captain who pilots it during the races, and I want to do that. But also just because body positivity, you know, you're supposed to be super light.
I wouldn't. I'd probably want to gain more muscle and be more toned rather than just gaining or losing weight.
No. I'd rather be more toned than lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of weight.
No, maybe some muscle. I'm trying to be stronger, but that's it.
No, I'm pretty happy at the weight I am.
No.
No, I don't think I would.
Yes, but not drastically.
Lose or gain?
Loose.
Not weight, but like fat, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you lose or gain?
I would lose weight.
What's your favorite characteristic of your personality?
People tell me I have an old soul, so I really like that part about me. I like that people feel comfortable around me and that people think that I'm very friendly, I think.
Man, I don't know. I guess that I can it's easy for me to write random stories and create a cool plot out of nowhere.
I'd say that I'm kind of like a sarcastic and funny person, and I think that's like a good quality of myself.
I like that I'm outgoing and sarcastic.
I like how bold I am and confident and not afraid to express myself.
Probably being able to make people laugh. Yeah.
I'm outgoing. I can make friends easily, and I pride myself on my ability to talk to people.
Probably that I'm funny.
Probably my confidence.
I think I'm witty.
I think I'm really funny, but I think I'm really nice too, really approachable. I don't think I'm mean or anything like that.
My sense of humor.
I am outgoing. I am never afraid to talk to strangers.
I like that I'm creative.
It seems like I can comfort a lot of people really easily. Like when someone seems like they're having a rough time, it's nice that I'm able to pick up on it and help them out.
What's your favorite feature of your body?
My favorite feature of my body is definitely my eyes. I think they're very sparkly.
I like my eyes a lot. I think they have some cool colors in there.
I like my eyes a lot. I think they're a nice color. They tell the depths of your soul.
My eyes.
My eyes or my boobs.
My stomach. My butt.
Definitely my calf muscles, which is very strange. I feel like everybody has that one part of their body they know is better than everyone else's, and they're like, if it's your elbow, you're just always trying to show that part off, so you're always just kind of But yeah, mine would definitely be my legs, because I ride a lot.
Probably my hair.
My legs.
My smile? Maybe my eyes? Yeah.
I like my freckles.
Okay, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Am I allowed to say smaller boobs?
Yes, you're allowed to say smaller boobs.
All right, then that.
I would definitely say cup size, because boobs are heavy, but
My shoulders are a little lopsided. I wish that wasn't there, but I mean, it's okay. I used to wish I had better, bigger boobs, but I love that I'm small-chested now. Now that I identify as non-binary, I think that's perfect for me. It helps me pass as non-binary. So.
The redness of my face.
I'd have a flatter stomach or a smaller rib cage, which is a kind of weird thing, but
I think I'd probably make my thighs smaller.
I guess I wish I had smaller legs a little bit, because when you sit down they flare out a little bit. Not like a thigh gap status, but a little slimmer.
I would change my legs.
I would probably want to change my stomach, because I feel like it's not fit enough. I don't feel comfortable really with that.
I don't know, my teeth. If I had straighter teeth or something.
Probably lose weight on my stomach.
I would maybe change, probably my stomach.
My stomach. I'm really insecure about it. I wish that I was taller and had a thinner stomach.
My nose. I thought there are a lot of things I'd want to change, but one thing I definitely want to change is my hips.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how badly would you like to change that attribute?
8.
7, 8.
Like a 6.
6.
Like a 4 or 5, I guess.
Like 6.
Probably 5 or 6.
5.
Probably a 6, I would say.
4, 3, 4.
I think I've gotten like more accepting. I think like maybe like a 3.
1.
A good like 8 or 9.
9.
Or 10.
Ever felt personally attacked because of your body, gender, or appearance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah. I feel like I'm too like fat for society. Not like fat, but like I don't think that I'm fat. I think that I'm not like the ideal body type.
My body.
Yes.
I've definitely been called faggot. Girls, back when I was in 5th grade, they'd make fun of me for being too tall because I'm almost 6 feet now and I'm still growing.
I don't know if personally, but there have been many times where I've been walking like through a mall. I've like caught older men staring at me, which is kind of unnerving, and people have honked at me and whistled, and like that's not always the greatest thing. You know, that's not a fun thing to experience.
No. Yes.
No.
Have you ever felt scared by the actions or remarks of other people pertaining to your body?
Scared? Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I wouldn't say scared, just kind of more a little upset.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Like, I've definitely felt threatened. I can hold my own in a fight, so I'd say that, like, if I ever am scared, I'm ready to handle it.
Yes.
Scared? No.
Yeah. I mean, I've been called cottage cheese or fat or like harassed by like the way that I look. There's not really anything that I can change.
Yeah.
Have you ever been touched or verbally assaulted in a sexual tone without your consent?
Yep.
Do you consider this to be sexual harassment?
Yeah.
Why?
It's my body. People shouldn't feel the right to my body. If I can tell the story, I mean, I was groped in the middle of New York, just standing during 8th grade, on my 8th grade trip in New York, and we were all just standing around in our fancy dresses on our way to Broadway, and some guy went past everybody and groped all of our butts, and I don't, like, why? Why do you feel the right to all these young women's bodies?
Yes.
Yes.
I've definitely been verbally attacked before, like catcalled out on the street, like even with my parents I have been, and I think the first time it was when I was literally 12 by like teenage boys driving past my house when I was unloading groceries with my dad.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Not that I can remember.
I don't believe so, no.
Do you consider that to be sexual harassment?
Yeah. Not touched.
I don't know what would be verbally assaulting, but there's this like one kid on the bus one time that like kept trying to kiss me, and I was like, can you back up, please?
Yeah.
Have you ever suffered from an eating disorder, depression, anxiety, or another mental condition?
I suffer from obsessive compulsive disorder, and I had undiagnosed depression and anxiety during middle school. And I'm still dealing with a little bit of anxiety. I have to think about it, but yeah, definitely anxiety and OCD.
No.
I do suffer with depression, but it's getting a lot better because I have friends and family that support me through whatever I do, and I do struggle with anxiety. a little bit of anxiety right now. I'm a little nervous.
Depression and anxiety.
No.
My anxiety has become more of a normal level, I think, but still depression.
Not diagnosed, but probably like I definitely go through periods of time where I just like I can't stop crying like for a week.
Yes.
I've suffered from depression. It's kind of more seasonal, so it kind of goes off and on, and I kind of have a handle on it. I definitely have a lot of anxiety, like I'm kind of shaking right now. And I don't think I went through any eating disorders that I would classify.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you think that it has affected your body image?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe. My anxiety and OCD tell me, you know, that people are judging me, that people think I look stupid because I'm holding my jacket a certain way or because I'm wearing something a certain way. So last year that definitely affected how I felt I looked and how I tried to have people perceive me, but I've grown from that, so.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think depression has affected my body image because sometimes I go into like a depressive state and I don't eat for like a few days, and I feel like my weight fluctuates a lot when I'm more upset.
And can you define sexual assault for me?
I think sexual assault is anything that makes you personally uncomfortable. Like if someone catcalls you and you don't want them catcalling you, that's sexual assault. If someone touches you and you don't want them to touch you, that's sexual assault.
I say sexual assault is someone doing something to you that you do not give verbal consent for. Like you looking in your eyes does not count. The way you dress does not count. You verbally have to say the word, yes, I'd like for this to happen. And if you do not say that, then it is sexual assault.
Sexual assault is being assaulted, being touched, or verbally harassed in any way that is talking about a person's body or a person's sexuality or a person's, it's in the word sexual assault. It's anything that is not wanted, not consented towards another person.
Sexual assault, I think, is any form of touch or like verbal kind of calling out that isn't really consentful. So if someone's like being really vulgar towards someone, like from across the street, like catcalling, I guess, I would say that that's sexual assault if it gets too crazy. But I definitely think that any form of touching that's unwanted is sexual assault.
And can you define sexual harassment for me?
If it's not consensual, if you don't hear the words yes come out of the person's mouth, if they don't ask you, like, is this okay, then it's not consensual, and I would consider that sexual harassment.
Define sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is any, like, touching of any gender, touching another gender or the same gender without consent. That's how I would define it.
Sexual harassment is when somebody says something to you or touches you or does anything that makes you uncomfortable in any sort of sexual way. It doesn't even have to be sexual, really. Like if it has the indication that they want to do something to you, it's sexual harassment.
Yeah, I wouldn't really know. I guess that's it. Just if there isn't consent, then I'd say it's harassment.
And do you think there is a difference between sexual assault and sexual harassment?
Yes.
And what would that difference be?
I think that sexual assault is like the actual like physical like rape or like grabbing somebody without their consent, and I think that verbal assault is different.
I think sexual harassment is more like verbal and the other one was like more physical.
Sexual assault, physical, sexual harassment, verbal.
Sexual assault is more like harm and abuse, and then harassment is more verbal, I feel.
Assault is touching, and harassment is more like calling someone out or saying something inappropriate to them.
My friends have a competition to see who met Laura the weirdest way. I was the first person in the door, she was the second, and it was basically sit wherever you want. And I looked at her straight in the eyes and I said, "Do you love me?" And then I repeated it and said nothing else until she sat next to me.
I'm so bad at answering these.
It's just like class chatter.
I feel like I'm doing this wrong.
It's okay if you look at it.
Do I look at you or do I look at the camera?
Look at my face.
Okay, good.